All right, what up? Peace, peace, peace. First and foremost, man, hopefully the Most High in your house shall blessing your day. By His mercies, we are consumed. We're alive in the Most High in your house shall's body, and two are naturally alive, man. And hold on. Speaking of by His mercies, we are consumed. That's good. What's kind of what we're going to talk about today, honestly, too. And hopefully the Most High in your house shall blessing your day. Because you know what it is, too? I was just thinking about this yesterday. I was reading, and we're going to go into this. I was reading Proverbs 17 yesterday, and we're going to get the real, context. Well, we're going to talk about the context of the scripture, man, but this really goes into, you know what it is, too? Like, we touched on this before, but shout out to the brothers, Kwame Call and Shalimar, even Brother Akabor and stuff like that going through this. Because, man, especially when you first come into the word, honestly, now it's kind of like, for me, kind of bounce around. All praises to the Most High Yahushua because, through the witness and testimony of the gospel, the meaning of John 3:16 means just what it is. And we're going to kind of go into why, honestly. But when you first come in the word, right, this is not for everybody, but for many, honestly, in the knowledge and the understanding things of that nature, that John 3:16 is like you really forget and miss the insight and the power of that scripture, man, because it's really telling you, really the Most High in your house has mercy, man. Their love to redeem their creation, to save them from themselves, honestly. And of course, Yahushua, more importantly, he did what he did to fulfill the book and his Father's will because he was slain from the foundation of the earth. But that John 3:16, man, really, it's a rare lot, but more, during my time in the Word, it's more, even till now, probably, I haven't seen it, but it's probably still being debated to this day. It's more of like an attack on Christianity, things of that nature, because a lot of brothers and sisters that come in the word in the past, they felt a certain way from Christianity because certain things that weren't they were taught that weren't true. But a lot of times too, shout out to brother Dwayne from Assembly of Firstborn. A lot of times too, those pastors and preachers, they're just being taught how they were taught. Honestly, now are some of them actually openly well, yes, a lot of them that are false teaching and they know that they're doing that. Yes, that's anybody dealing with this word, not just Christianity. Anybody, yes, is there, but sometimes people just get taught how they get they pass down the teachings that were taught to them. But a lot of times we miss the point of that John 3:16, man. It's more like a debating type of scripture rather than actually what it is, man. But we're gonna look at this. Let's get Proverbs chapter 17 and verse 9 real quick. It says, who covers, Proverbs 17 verse 9, he who covers a transgression seeks love, but he who repeats a matter separates friends. So see, he says he that seeks to cover a transgression, let's read that again. He who covers a transgression seeks love, but he who repeats a matter separates friends. So yeah, no, let's get this Isaiah real quick, man, because that's is what it is right here. Isaiah chapter 52 verse 3. It says no, not 53, I'm sorry. Verse 3, I think. Yep. Nah, let's get it. He was yeah. I don't know. No, that's not, might not be the one I'm on. Let's go Daniel real quick. Because that's more like he was wounded for our iniquities. That's Daniel. Let's go Daniel 9 real quick, actually. Daniel 9:24. 70 weeks are determined for your people, for your holy city, to finish transgression, to make end of sins, to make reconciliation for iniquity, to bring everlasting righteousness, to seal up vision and prophecy, and anoint the most holy. So see that? And that's what Yahushua came to do, man. And sin, iniquity, transgression, man. Put an end to it, not just our personal ones, but sin, iniquity, transgression within itself. But let's get to John 3:16. It says, "For Yahweh so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, who believes in and whoever believes in him shall not perish but have everlasting life." So see that? And yeah, man, and that's just is what it is. It means what it means. So in Christianity, so when it says that, like, everybody he loves the world, he's actually talking about it's talking about the world in itself, anybody. Because why? Because if he's a if he's a priest of Melchizedek, honestly, there was no 12 tribes during the time of Melchizedek. There was no Levitical priest or 12 tribes during that time. So yeah, and us being sons in any, it don't matter what nation you are, man. You gotta be born under that word. Because Rahab has a testimony in heaven. Hebrews 11, man. She has a testimony in heaven, like things of that nature, man. So that's just is what it is right there, bro. That's really. But point is that and now of course he was sent for our people, honestly, of course, Israel, to get us right. But but the most importantly, man, the most important thing about this, he loved his creation so much to redeem them from sin and death and their own transgression and iniquity, man. So that's really the point, man. So peace.